Hello everyone, welcome to the S2E channel. In the first video, we presented 3 simple steps to overcome the fear of competitive exams in India like JEE, GATE, NEET and etc. Actually, those tips are helpful for any competitive exams as such. Actually, it is better that the steps are habituated to you to perform actually well in the exam, because unless they are habituated, they cannot be directly uh, put into practice in the exam. In this video, we will see what are the factors of our body and mind that may stop us or slow down our process in adapting to those techniques. The original content of this video was made in Telugu by my mentor Srinivasulu from India, and the link to the same video in Telugu will be provided in the description box to this video. Thank you, and let's get on to the video. The basic problem arises from the fear of not being able to perform in the exam. Actually, when you see deeply or observe deeply, this fear comes from the factor of expectation that I should perform well in the exam, or my performance should be very good. Expectation is very different from desire or wish. A desire or wish is once created and you work for it hard, but whenever you do some task, they don't come up. But on the other hand, expectation comes up whenever you attempt to do something and it falls in the way of achieving something. This expectation arises from the factor of inferiority that our body and minds have. Inferiority is something that we have in our childhood, or sometimes from even in the mother's womb. Many people think that it comes from a certain situation, but it is actually not like that. Inferiority may be encountered in your childhood or during your growing up, in many factors. For example, for girls, they feel inferior when compared to boys, or the preference given to boys because of our patriarchal society, and they might also feel inferior about their looks, their hair, their complexion, and whether they are fat, thin, and everything, height, weight, everything. And similarly, boys also have many factors such as the same hair, whether someone is bald or someone has white hair, or someone is very fat or something. So this inferiority plays a major role in the factor of expectation, and this leads to the stoppage of attempts from our side to achieve anything. So one may ask, what is the relation between this bodily or physical level of inferiority and the inferiority that someone encounters when they are in academics or they go to an exam? Let us take an example. If someone is suffering from typhoid or any other disease of a body, it has many symptoms. One may feel one may feel body pains, one may feel body temperature, one may feel cough, cold, and many other symptoms according to this disease. So when you look at this inferiority as a disease, it doesn't stop itself from affecting one aspect of your life, and it won't leave the other aspects of life. So this bodily inferiority transfers to all aspects of life, be it academic, body, mind, marital life, career, everything. So this inferiority starts from within your mind, and it translates to fear of defeat. So what is fear of defeat? Fear of defeat is a fear that comes whenever you want to attempt something or do a task, and it creates a feeling that I may fail, and students tend to not attempt a task in the fear of failure, and they just avoid doing that task. This applies to many students who actually do well in some subject and may not well in the other subjects, and this is the whole reason. They may be afraid of that subject, and due to this inferior feeling of the subject, they feel defeated even before they attempt to study. So This is how inferiority works in every aspect of your life, and the main point that the students should note is that they should understand this characteristic of inferiority and how it spreads and deal with it accordingly. If we take a step in the spiritual direction, one step further, we can see few things in our life. Generally, in everybody's body or mind, there are two kinds of basic elements. One is divine, the other one is evil. So, what is this divine elements or evil elements? Let's see. Divine elements are the emotions that have positive impact in your life, like love, compassion, empathy, etc. And evil elements are like anger, inferiority, the feeling of jealousy, and etc. So basically, the situations that one encounters in one's life are driven by this divine or evil emotions or elements in the body and mind. So, for example, if someone is feeling anger or feeling jealous towards something or someone in their life, all the situations that they encounter will have these emotions and they will suffer a lot. Normally, people think the other way, that if the situation is such, then I am experiencing this. But actually, the divine or the evil happenings or in your life actually are caused by the divine and evil emotions in your body and mind. So, now that we have understood that there are two categories of emotions, let's see how we can understand them further and how we can deal with this specific aspect of inferiority related to the exam. Now we have talked about the emotions in our body and mind, but how do we know that what emotions exist in us? So to know what emotions exist in our body or mind, thoughts are the basic way to look at your emotions. So the thoughts that you get in your mind reflect the emotions that you have. If I suppose, for example, if I feel anger towards someone that they hurt me or they disrespected me, so anger is the emotion. And also, since I felt inferior about the incident, inferiority is also something that exists in me, and likewise for everyone. So thoughts are the gateway to understand the emotions. Now we understood that thoughts help us detect our emotions. Then freezing the thoughts in the mind should also freeze the emotions or the role play of emotions for some time, right? So if you take a decision that I want to freeze my thoughts and I want to be in a silent position of my mind, then for some amount of time, maybe a 30-second or 1 minute window, you will experience that the mind goes calm. So this is a very naive technique of freezing the mind, but it is a instantaneous solution that one can obtain. There are more detailed understandings and techniques of how to actually get rid of these emotions, but they are out of the scope of this video. So whenever you want to reduce your thoughts, just take a strong decision, sit silently and take a decision that I don't want to entertain these thoughts. You will observe that for very small amount of time you will have your mind blank. So whenever this mind goes blank, you can work on your emotions more. So this is a very good technique which has helped me and a lot of people that I know to overcome inferiority and do some practical things that they need to do in their life or career. So in this video, we have presented the aspects of expectation in the exam, inferiority that causes the expectation. We understood what is inferiority, how it affects every aspect in our life, and also looked at what are the divine elements or and evil elements in our body. And we looked at a small technique of freezing our thoughts and dealing with the aspect of emotion or, for example, inferiority. In the next video, we will look at 3 to 4 brief steps on how to actually handle these emotions in a detailed way, because in this video the length is very large, so we take it to the next video. So thank you guys for watching this video, and keep all the aspects of this video in mind, and we'll come back to you with the next video. If you like this video and find this helpful, please share to your friends, family, every other student that you know, because all these aspects that we talked in this video are helpful to everyone. And please like this video and share it to your friends. Subscribe to the channel for more interesting content on topics like these. Thank you. Bye bye.